GURAGEAR is a camera bag company started by a couple safari nature photographers. A couple things that are important to them. Number one, if you see this blue, you see that starting to peek out? If you see this bright blue binding right here coming out anywhere, that means your zipper is open. That's useful when you've got thousands of dollars of camera gear in here. Number two, this butterfly design means you are not opening onto a 2X footprint, right? I don't have to pull the entire lid off. I can have this on my lap in a safari Jeep or a bush plane and get to it effortlessly. Number three, due to this butterfly design, you're only ever exposing one side of your bag to the elements to get a piece of your gear, right? This is useful in dusty or damp situations. This X-Pack material, this company is the first company ever to use Dimension Polyant's VX21 X-Pack, a sailcloth material, in a bag, backpack, messenger. Why? Because from the ground up, these bags were designed to be as lightweight as possible and have the protection that they need. Why? Because they're going on like puddle jumpers and bush planes in Africa and Alaska, and weight is super strict in those environments. You need to bring your multiple camera bodies, big lenses, lots of weight in the gear, so they needed the bag itself to be extremely lightweight. This bag with all the accessories and everything that comes with it, including the hip strap and stuff like that, comes in at just barely over 5 pounds. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through every nook and cranny on these bags and give you my opinions. Thanks to GURAGEAR for sponsoring this video, but my opinions are my own. Okay, first of all, we've got this Kiboko 22 liter. It's also available in a 16 liter and a 30 liter. We've got a lot of bells and whistles just on the exterior here. We've got a great looking harness system. Actually, these straps, I can't wait to get into these. There's a lot to discuss on those, and the padding and protection and breathability back here. Very burly, thick, and juicy. While we're going here, I'm just gonna load this thing out for myself. Here's my 16-inch MacBook Pro. First and foremost, this slides in real nice. Some bags, you gotta do some finagling to get it going in. That feels good. Let's talk about protection inside. It goes down to just, looks like it's pulled off maybe slightly, just barely. It has like a false bottom in there. Definitely some very rigid padding and like a piece of plastic in the back here with some padding, and you've got a bunch of fat meshy padding there. So putting my laptop in is very easy. You've got a slight, the zipper goes up, slight curve here. Now, these are not water sealed zips. I talked to the founder about this. They actually originally made these with water sealed zips. However, you're supposed to oil water sealed zips, especially if you're using it in very intense, dusty, like weather situations, right? And none of us end up really doing that. They have a rain fly for this thing. I'm not sure where we'll find that or where it's supposed to be stored, so stand by for that. But that's when you're really dealing with the weather. I don't trust water-sealed zips very much. They do a great job, better than something like this. But the reason why they decided not to go for it is over time they get dusty and crackled and not as smooth. This is like such an essential part of this bag for them, is the use case is I need to be able to get into my gear the moment I see that leopard. Check out my safari video. I literally went on safari recently to the same area that these guys were inspired to make this bag from, so that's pretty cool. Okay, we got a big old beefy handle here on the front top, okay? Top here. See this? And it's seriously reinforced with a rivet and some Hypalon. This is not like go downtown and look really cool guy gear. This is seriously get out into nature and be able to deal with whatever nature throws your way kind of stuff. Big, gooey handle like this is great. This feels pretty damn solid. It's not like elegant. It's not like a minimal thin, like, wow, what a smart way of doing it. It's just like, no, this is where you fucking grab the bag. You've got water bottle pockets on both sides, which have reinforced bottoms. Why? For tripods. These clips here actually have a center lock. so that it won't ever come undone when you're booking in the field, running from a rhino or something like that. You've got a lock on that, which I've literally never seen in one of these clips before. This clip must exist, and other bag companies must have the option of doing this. This is the first company I've seen saying we should do that. The other thing to notice here, strap dangle holsters on every single strap that you'll find on this thing. Now, I'm interested to get into the inside of the bag, but first let's hit this on the back panel. First of all, tons of breathability and airflow. Second of all, edgeless strap design. You see how this nice sort of smooth material goes all the way around up above like that. We've seen this on Tom Bin straps recently. Big, thick, gooey padding in there. It's enough give and suppleness for it to really distribute that weight along your shoulder and back, but stiff enough so that it's not like, I don't know, it doesn't just feel like it dissolves on you. Now, I'm more of like a Tom Morello type player, so I like my bags up quite high. I like to get my guitar up kind of high. And we've got a hip strap. There are literally strap gather things built in to every strap here. Now, on a bag this size for me, and how I use a bag most of the time in my life is not in the bush, in nature photography. I probably wouldn't be using this. Their 30-liter version of this, you can fit a lot of gear in there. You're gonna be needing this. This, you can fit a lot of gear in. You can get a lot of weight on this bag if you wanted to. So the hip strap is nice. I'll probably be removing it for my purposes. Now, this is long, big. This sticks out a bunch, okay? It doesn't necessarily look like a camera bag. It kind of just looks like a dad bag in a lot of ways. Big and beefy. It certainly looks serious as I have it on with my laptop in there. The thing is really lightweight, really comfortable. These straps you're gonna really like. They geeked out designing this thing. You can feel it. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this thing out. Should be just some Velcro in here. Really stiff, hard. And it also has a clip down here that holds it on. So nice because this gives me some pull from the side of the bag, not just from out here. If there was a little spot right here to tuck this guy, I'd be very impressed. There isn't on either side of this, just as one of those little thoughtful moments to like, and we thought of what you're gonna do when this goes away too, right? So as it is, this little flopper is gonna be flopping. One more bit about this, like Tortuga bags have these huge fat things like this, and it can feel like a little bit of overkill. It certainly makes the bag feel less sleek and minimal. But when you're talking about carrying a lot of gear, that is a very comfortable back panel. Okay, now I want you to see this. We've got two zippers, one here and one here. This front panel, accessories and little guys. Same thing with this left front panel, okay? You can see we've got two zips up here, two zips up here. Got a big sort of, I don't know, goes down to there. This goes down to there. I can feel something right back in here. I think I know what it is. See this zip right here? See that guy? This is our rain fly, okay? It's even got a little clip on the material, like the little bag itself. I guess that's useful for when you pull this thing off, it's still got some moisture on it. You need to shove it into something that's dry and get it into your bag. It's nice that they've got a little pocket right there for it. That pocket does not exist on the other side. In my experience, I prefer that to be on the bottom here, even just Velcro tucked underneath, so that I could literally just shove this in this entire panel here, and it doesn't take up any space from there. So that's my point of view. This guy goes all the way over, and now you've got total protection from dust, wind, storms, snow, hail, rain. Okay, let's put that guy back in there. So you can actually kind of open up both of these when you need to. What you'll probably just do, what I'll do is just get used to what's on what side. Now, for myself, I have lots of little needs. Cables like this and extra headphones, cables that go to my Bluetooth headphones, my spare hard drive, my external hard drive for editing, some meat sticks and some, you know, some minerals, my laptop and phone charger, some extra batteries for my Canon, another big battery, maybe some ND filters. So what I think I'm gonna do is, here's the laptop side. I'm gonna make that same side of my front panel the stuff that I need when I need my laptop, which is just that and that, my charger and my external hard drive. It would be great to be able to throw my headphones just in here like so as well, which looks like that's doable. Then on this side, I can go with my extra cables. Got some glasses. I'll link to, in the description below, I'll link to everything that I'm mentioning here so y'all can see what kind of stuff I pack with. You gotta have that like dongle for your MacBook Pro and stuff like that. Okay, just showing you here that all of my quick access for this bag is going to be on these two panels, okay? There's no like little just phone, AirPods pocket. There's no little on-strap thing here like that. All of that is in these two front panels. So you're gonna be picking one to be like your access more of the time. That's what I did over here. If I open that up, I'm worried my headphones are gonna fall out. So I might need to put these somewhere else, but I'm probably also gonna put my AirPods Pro right in there and not this fully zipped, just with a little bit of a lip so it doesn't fall out. For the most part, when I'm getting to this, I'll probably just leave it like that. By the way, notice how this thing is standing up? This is going to stand up. Almost like no matter what you have in it, the structure is so intact on this thing, it's gonna stand up. They also make these great sort of cube, they call them the etc. cubes, like this one right here. This one is very interesting because we've got some structure built into it. These two, on the other hand, just thin and small. Now this plastic, apparently, this is all LEEDs certified environmental see-through plastic stuff that's not going to get like yellow or dull or gray or cloudy over time. Apparently that's real. So this is a small, this is a 1 liter, this is the extra small, and this is the medium. Okay, which apparently the like Bose QC35s fit in here. I think I'm just gonna try one of these mediums and make this my go-to everything extra for my camera setup. Pretty elegant. All right, that's all in the top zipper there. Now the bottom zipper is the one that gets us into the actual camera cube. And you can see here, we've got a bunch of extra things here. Also have some zippers up against here for us. Looks like this is like a clip. Clip these two things open like this. If you're in like full on just mess with the gear mode, right? You can just leave it open. It's on the ground. You're able to get into both sides. This moves really smooth actually. It'll lean to one side or the other. And if I don't want this, I can just tuck that away into this little nook right here, which fits behind this zippered panel. Okay, now you should know this, that this center thing is a big old beefy sumbitch that does come out. It's a big, thick one. These ones are about half the size all through there. All right, this is kind of gross, but I've taken that left and moved it like that because a little bit of a dream for me, and it's not quite there yet, is to be able to just throw in my camera with, this is a EOS R right here. This is the EOS R, and you can see it's slightly a little too fat. So I'm like, to be able to leave my microphone on and do it safely would be amazing. However, that's never really that safe. You've got this little chunk right here. You've got this little chunk back here. This is not very secure. So you just get used to pulling this out when you store it. Okay, so this works kind of perfect. One of these guys has a longer lip. You can see this Velcro just comes right down to there, and then down here we don't have Velcro on this back panel. We do on the sides, on the bottom side here. And this is just kind of perfect for me. I've got everything here on that same left side that my laptop is on and that my most essential accessories are on. I'm pulling this tight, and I've got everything on that left side. Now, That's my entire fucking camera gear. That's everything that I need. I have I have this much space for extra lenses, another body, a drone. So that's everything on one side of the bag. I'm curious as to like what that feels like when it's on, like knowing that everything's on this side over here. That's where my laptop opening is. And I mean, I guess I feel I actually, at first I thought I felt it over here, but now, no, I can clearly feel it over there. And it's not so bad. If I put my water bottle on this side, all of that is balanced out. Nice little touch here on this sternum strap where this clip just sits right against this. So it's not flopping out on both sides. That's important. You know, this feels like I am out for the day. I am gone. I have everything that I need. A big bag of trail mix, a massive water bottle, my camera, extra batteries, maybe an extra lens, but for me, that's my 24 to 105. That's what I'm doing. And it just feels good to go. Like it feels really good to go. So overall feelings on this is it looks like a dad camera bag vibe. This is a very serious camera bag. This is not to be trifled with. This is like in that realm of Shimoda's, right? The Shimoda X30 is one of my favorite outdoorsy camera bags up to now. And just for shits and giggles, then we'll put that on this side. Both these water bottles are basically the same, right? No, they're different. This one has more of a meshy look. Can you tell that? And then this one's more of a reinforced, still stretchy, but a little more reinforced. And my 32 ounce water bottle, Owala, the best I've found right now. I got a lot to tell you about in water bottle land soon. Fits perfectly right in there. If I needed to, I could clip this right over it. These straps, let's see how long these straps are and to see what kind of distance we can get around something. So, pretty decent size tripod you can get around there, yoga mat, that kind of thing would fit in here. And then because they have this strap grabber thing, when you've got it tight up against the body, you don't have this dangle. You've got it as a nice handle you can use. Liking this bag. Again, this is available in also, this is the 20 or 22. It's also available in 16 and then 30, which is even bigger. Okay, as if that wasn't getting enough of a chubby, let's check out the Chobe or Chobe. This is the 16-inch version. It's also available in a smaller, more 13-inch laptop-friendly version. So on this guy, you have got a strap. Straps matter a great deal. You've got metal hardware here connecting to some D-rings. The metal hardware does have a 360 head turnaround thing. And then definitely some very sticky, tacky, and deeply, deeply padded stuff going on here. On the outside here, you have these like tiny little, like this one's like a little accessory strap, and this one, I don't know what you put in here. Maybe AirPods, if you're really not afraid of losing them. Luggage pass-through right here, okay? Handles, solid. They don't have any gathering on them, like no strap to clip around. You could get an accessory for that if you wanted. Are like, it's like a faux leather right here. No padding. Kind of simple and minimal, and it feels pretty good. I actually like this quite a bit, personally. I like this. This feels pretty good. I worry about these breaking down over time. That'll be interesting to see. Maybe this is super durable. Maybe it's actual leather. Okay, back panel here. You can see we've got some gussets, all right, that are holding things in for us. We've got a little Velcro panel for our laptop and about, you know, 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches of capacity down here. So lots of business papers, man. Now, then you've got a top zipper going. You can see this one zips all the way down. This one zips just to here. And you've got this is a little more space in here. And can you see how this fabric is gathered right here? This zipper expands out and we're able to get an extra bunch of space there. So here we are inside. That flap flaps down and They sent this with an insert, so now you can go full camera mode with this guy. Big, beefy, nice protection all along here. So they designed this bag to be your like accessory carry-on for those flights, but to still be able to have all sorts of gear in here to be able to carry as much as they need it. Distribute the weight from one bag to another, so neither of them are very heavy, and also make a bag that just didn't look like it was gonna be full of camera gear. It just looks like your regular old briefcase. This capacity is massive. I mean, I've got 2 layers of gear that I can put in here. There's also organization up against either of these sides here. This is a simple zipper, like small, like very small little pocket there on both sides, and then some organized panels down below. And then on the front here, we've got a big fat guy. This is great. I mean, I love this kind of thing for flight documents or even headphones sometimes, a book that I'm reading, nothing keeping me from getting into it, just a piece of Velcro. Then you've got all sorts of organized panel stuff back here. All of it's flat, okay? So there's not a lot that I can do here. This zipper panel goes down midway, so that's where it's stopping my hand right there. Then on this side, it goes all the way down on one side like that, and more zippered guys, a little bit of a pen admin situation going on. And here's your rainfly again for this guy. We've got Hypalon zip pulls on this one. Little YKK zips, feels good. These feel great, really durable, minimal little metal branding business here. On the bottom, again, we're using that X-Pack, that Dimension Polyant X-Pack. It's supposed to be one of the most abrasion resistance materials out there. So the Chobe, also giving me a Chobe in my heart. The strap is great on this. You can imagine having this thing full of lots of camera gear and this big, beefy, fat, padded feeling like making a big difference. With my laptop, this being like my everyday sort of rambler through the city, I would take out that camera insert, just have my computer. I could fit my camera in and my gear without that insert at all. And I'd have that weather resistance and padding all around the bag. So they're all in all, let me give you some final thoughts here. All in all, making some very capable bags. I'm impressed. I'm inspired by, like, you know, makes you want to go out into the field and have something worth photographing, something worth bringing some gear out there for. Because gear like this just inspires, like, it's like you can depend on it, right? That's like the dream. That's the dream of good gear. And I think that the people behind this, designing these things, they did this to scratch their own itch in a way that's A, really relatable, and B, like really admirable to me. I love founders who are scratching their own itch. I love people who are, you know, what is it, Paul Graham says, live in the future and make what's missing. Actually, that might have been Jack Dorsey. But live in the future and make what's missing. If the future for you looks like being out in nature and in wilderness with your camera gear, check these things out. Being able to be on little puddle jumpers and bush planes without exceeding your weight limits and stuff. Check these things out. I'll link below to these guys. Lynks supports the channel. Holler in the comments with any questions. Make sure you get on the email list at matterful.co, because I will not spam you or send you very many emails. I don't do that. We basically just use the email list as a way to enter to win free gear. In our next giveaway, I'm hoping that we'll be able to give away some of these, right? So you get on the email list at matterful.co. You'll also be able to I'll link below to my favorite camera gear, which this will be going onto that page. So, where are you going? What are you up to? Life's happening, with or without you. You're living your life, whether or not you know it even, you know? Or is life living you? Either way, it's breathing you. I know, that's a little esoteric, but just go with it. What if your subconscious, what if your higher self, what if the thing behind the show of your personality has always been living your life? You know, and you're doing a great job. What if you're doing a great job? Cool. Live in the future. Make what's missing. And be yourself. Everyone else is taken. Okay, bye!